3.
Hey, hello, it's us up here in Santa Rosa. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. We have everything plugged in, got all the proper lights, and
Okay.
I think we're good. I can hear you just fine.
So I can hear you through the phone, but I can't hear you through the tie line, so.
It's connected. I'm going to turn it up. See if,
Okay.
okay, and see if you're getting me now. Does that help any?
No.
Does that?
No.
Maybe does that?
Going through the phone. There's,
Okay, do you have me now?
no. There's usually a button that is pushed that keeps you.
And something's got to go in here. But I don't have another jack to put in there. Is there anything in the box that looks like it would go in there? Ron? Is there anything else that's going to go in here? Because we need something to go into this pot, because that's where we control all of our volume. Where is the connector? Is there anything in there that's got a 3-prong on it? Would fit in here?
All the way up and my board's set up.
Now we don't have to.
Oh well.
Disconnected. Remote disconnected. Go ahead and enter the dial.
What's your video connected to? Because the video.
If I can get him. Just ask him real quick, because we got 13 minutes and I'm going to be ready for this. And if we're on the phone, then we're just on the phone. They can hear us.
Alright.
Okay. Now, piled up and see if there is anything that I can do to put that on. See if I can get them. They should be doing their pregame stuff. We're about to be doing ours. That's where it should be. That's. Hey man, we're connected. She's got me on the phone, but the tie line doesn't seem to want to connect. I don't have anything in that second jack on the back of the board. Is there something that goes in there? I've got that. Okay. The LAN cable from the back of the it is. Once I got cloud, I plugged it in. And it's in LANL. And it's No, on the back of the board. And it's given it, it's, yeah. The back of the board to the black box, yeah. Once I got it on Boxcast, I moved it to the board, like you said. It's showing me good numbers on the IP, but she can only hear me on the phone. It's connected, I'm getting the numbers, and now it just dropped out. In fact, both my numbers did. That's, okay, I'm,
Case 103.
okay, you still have me on the phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to enter the tie line again. Apparently it doesn't like both of them. But, and I'm not afraid if we just go. It's not gonna hold. Okay, Ron, dial that like you did last. Just do it on IP1 and leave POTS alone because that's my phone and that's our only audio right now. You want to be on IP1, dude. You're on POTS right now. If you disconnect this phone, I'm going to kill you. You need there. Okay. Well, if it doesn't work with the POTS, we're going with the phone because she's got us there. And phone's good enough as long as you got. And it says it's connecting right now. Okay. Anyway, we're going to bail and stick with the phone, worry about the rest of it later.
Okay. Do you know about
Okay, show me the timeline disconnected. I got the numbers that I would normally have. You got the timeline up and through?
no?
No. Right? Still got me on the tie line. So if you want to try it again, Ron, go get in here because we should see the cloud right there. Do you have picture on the internet with Hobbs America and Tatum Sports?
The picture is blurry.
It's blurry, but you've got it.
It's glitching really bad.
I don't know what we can do about that.
Last time when you got off the phone and you got the tie line to work, the screen stopped glitching.
Okay. Well,
It's starting to a little bit.
It's what?
A little bit.
Starting to clear up a little bit. The pictures. I don't understand why. But the things we do have, 3, 2,
1, go.
And we are back on the country leader. Kicks 103. Just in time to see Jimenez get the steal for Tatum. And pressure in the backcourt. Ball is knocked loose at midcourt, and the Panthers run it down. Ahead in the front court. Panthers back on offense and backing in. Losing the ball is number 20, Misty Roybal. So a turnover. That's out of bounds off Pecos. Both these teams trying to shake off the early nerves and the weight of this ball game. It's a semifinal. Winner goes on to Albuquerque. Loser is done. And only token pressure, but it's been enough at midcourt to disrupt Tatum. Into the front court goes to Coombs. Baseline, West. And the Coyotes have not been able to get the ball square up and take a shot. There are hands in the passing lane and hands reaching in every moment possible from Pecos. Long pass into the front court, baseline drive, turnaround outside the paint, nothing there for Herrera. Gets it out to the other Herrera. You got Trinity Herrera and Alexia Herrera, 1 and 12. Right wing will go to Roybal. Roybal has to get it back outside to Alex Gonzalez, number 5. And her pass is stolen away by Tatum's number 5, Slover. They are reaching in all over the place. No shot available, and Slover has to save it back in bounds to the other team. All the way to the basket. Shot up, no good from Alex Gonzalez. She missed the bunny. Coombs with the rebound, but 3 girls are on her. They take it away, and there's a foul. And they are letting the defense play, but I'm telling you, there's got to be a foul in there somewhere. I mean, they are slapping and reaching on everything. And there is a foul call, but it's going to go against Tatum. That one will be called on Mariscal. Or is it Jimenez? It's Jimenez wearing 12 today. Normally she's 15. So the first foul on her, but the second team foul. In fact, the third, it says on the scoreboard now. Against Tatum, no fouls called on Pecos. Alexia Herrera gets the free throw. The lead is 5-0. Tatum has yet to score. Into the middle to Coombs. On the wing to West, left wing beyond 3. Baseline jumper down to Mariscal. Jimenez, 3, top of the key, yet no. Misses everything. Tatum fans were on their feet looking for that first bucket of the game, as was I. And it is not there. 5-0, almost halfway through the first quarter. And the Coyotes back on defense. It'll go on the left wing to Herrera, Alex Herrera. Into the middle to Roybal. Misty Roybal, all this way up beyond past the three-point arc. Now a cutter in the paint. That's Herrera. Out for a jump shot, and that is good from 2-point range. From number 12, Alexia Herrera. 7-0, Pecos Panthers. Tatum's number 2, Coombs, baseline left, double team. Tatum is being double teamed on every time they touch the ball. Shot off the glass will not go. Offensive rebound. Looked to be like she moved her feet before the foul, but they're going to send her to the line, and Tatum has committed its 4th foul. Down 7-0. That's going to put them on the stripe again. 3:54 to go first quarter. And the Coyotes have to get that lid off the basket sooner or later. Free throw high up in the air will not go. Off the right side of the rim and missed by Misty Roybal. Foul was on Mariscal, her first. No fouls on the Panthers. 4 already in the game on Tatum. Another high arcing shot, rims in and out. Rebound Coyotes, and it will be Jimenez. Ahead to Kylie West, midcourt. Now to Ciara Jimenez. And they are harassing them at midcourt. Finally, a whistle is called against the Panthers. It's been like that the whole game. That's not a shooting foul, though. It was on the floor, so it'll be an inbound play for the Coyotes. Into Ashlyn Slover. And now Villasenor, Luann Villasenor, 0-0 in the game for Tatum. She's strong coming off the bench. Cross-court pass almost flies over the head of Mariscal. And that one to West is taken away. We run the other way, and there's a foul and a basket. They're going to get Kylie West on the foul. And out ahead of the pack was Alex Gonzalez. Number 5 for the Panthers. She scores, and it's 9-0, and she'll get a free throw. West is going to come out. into the game, Veronica Sanchez for the Coyotes. Also, Montescall will take a rest, and Kylie West looked like she was going out, but she's going to stay in. So Villasenor and Sanchez in the game off the bench now. And the free throw is good. Alex Gonzalez has 3. It's 10-0 Pecos. Tatum in a big hole here early. Throw into the middle to Villasenor, and again, they're able to take it away. It goes out of bounds off the Panthers, but Tatum has to find a way to break that half-court trap. That's killing them at midcourt, and I think there's some fouling going on that should have been called. And again, pressure defense. They take the ball away from the Coyotes. Nothing's coming easy. They have not had a good look at an open shot. The passing lanes are full with arms and legs and feet. 3 on the way will not go for Pecos. That was Alexia Herrera, missed it. And Sanchez fighting hard for the rebound. Gets it to Villasenor. All of this is in the backcourt. Ashlyn Slover doing her best to get it across midcourt. She does. More reaching, more contact. Pass to Villasenor, and she can't hit the layup. Go the other way. Baseball pass ahead of the pack. That's got to be a double dribble or something. An awkward shot. They let it go, and Misty Roybal scores. I could have sworn she either double dribbled or walked with it. The refs don't call it that way, and they have the final say on that. And with 2:38 to go here in the first quarter, it's a shocker. Tatum Coyotes 0, and the Pecos Lady Panthers 12. We got a 30-second timeout here on the court. And, man, I know there's nerves and everything, but it's a combination of that and then a combination of not being able to get anything smooth on offense. They can't square up. They can't find an open shot. You can get your feet under you and take it. And you have to credit the harassing defense from the Panthers for that. But there's an awful lot of slapping and reaching going on. And I think maybe a few more whistles that need to be called. Our coverage brought to you by IPS, Turnkey Solutions for all of your tech needs. Bob's Thriftway, Lee County Electric, Norley Hospital, Tatum Clinic, Now Pharmacy, New Mexico Junior College, Lasco Construction, R360, EJ's Pumping, LLC, the Tatum Schools, and Legendary Services. Inbound play for the Coyotes here at half court. 2:28 to go in the first. 12-0 Panthers. Not time to panic, but Tatum needs a basket. Big time. Into Slover. They're climbing all over the back. They knock it away, and we did get a whistle on this one. And they play good defense, but I'm telling you, they are everywhere. But this time the Panthers draw a foul. 5 fouls on Tatum here in the first quarter, 2 on the Panthers. That one went on number 22, Savannah Ortiz. And that shot is missed, and the rebound goes to the Panthers. They're off and running. Shot up off the glass will not fall for Gonzalez. Rebound to Villasenor. And Villasenor finally with a clear path gets it ahead in the front court to Jimenez back in the game. And Jimenez trapped in the corner, tries to go to West. Ball knocked loose. Now to Villasenor. She hammered to the floor as she just tried to get a shot up anywhere near the basket, and she went down hard. Landed on both knees, and she will go to the free throw line. This is a hard game being played out there in terms of contact, folks. 12-0 Pecos. And at the line, Luann Villasenor. And the free throw rims out. Tatum still looking for their first point of this ball game. Under 2 minutes to play in the first period. That one is short. Rebound goes to the Panthers, taken down by Alexia Herrera. In the front court to Alex Gonzalez. Down hard again was a Tatum Coyote. That's Villasenor. And they called an offensive foul. So now things are starting to even out a little bit. That foul went on Roybal. 4 fouls now on Pecos, 5 on Tatum. 1:46 to go, 12-0 Panthers. Inbound play comes to Ashlyn Slover. Ciara Jimenez. Villasenor in the front court on the left wing to Kylie West. Now Jimenez for 3. Good. Jimenez finally gets that lid off the basket for Tatum. 12-3 the score. A minute and a half to play in the first. That is Gonzalez. Finds an open teammate, and the 3 is good. from way downtown for Savannah Ortiz. She buries it from the left baseline. Into the front court, we have an injury for Tatum, and down is Jimenez. Maybe an ankle. Meanwhile, pass intercepted by Slover. She falls on her back and is able to get it to a teammate, and then they overthrow Jimenez down court, and Ciara Jimenez trying to walk it off, but she turned an ankle near midcourt, and I think maybe she's going to be okay. But it's been a rough and tumble first quarter. Jimenez will head over to the bench. 15-3 is the score. And Tatum has had a lot of bodies hit the floor. And Pecos, they're getting the easier end of this thing. There's been a lot of contact with the Tatum Coyotes. Diving in there trying to get that loose ball is Trinity Herrera battling with Cayenne Coombs, and it's Herrera in the backcourt who knocks it out of bounds. So Tatum gets the inbound play deep on their opponent's end of the court. Now to Villasenor, to Sanchez. Shot off the glass won't go. Rebound Tatum, and the putback won't go from Mariscal. And the Panthers go the other way. 40 seconds to go, first quarter. Shot from three will not go for Gonzalez, but an offensive rebound, Panthers. Another look at three. Won't drop for number 21, Natalie Stout. Rebound Tatum. Ahead to Cayenne Coombs, who has not found a basket in the quarter. Ball fake, shot just inside the arc for Slover is good. Ashlyn Slover hits a two, 15-5. Into the front court, long pass down to the baseline, no shot available. To the outside they go, ball fake, penetrate, we get a foul, and the drive is number 22, Savannah Ortiz, and that is the 6th foul of the first quarter called on Tatum. Pecos leading it by 10. That foul goes on Cayenne Coombs, her first. And that free throw rims it out. No good. It remains 15-5. Slover puts a foot in the lane before the shot, but that one counts. That one goes in. Okay, she made one and missed one. Savannah Ortiz, she's got 4 in the game. 16-5, 4 seconds to go in the period. Villasenor down low, nothing available. Out to Coombs, and they don't get a shot away. After one, Pecos, Panthers 16, Tatum Coyotes 5. They're looking for some offense on this Tatum squad. And they have a harassing defense that they got to play against from the Pecos Lady Panthers, who lead it 16-5. We'll take a 1-minute break, let you hear from our fine sponsors, and we'll be back for the second quarter on HobbsAmerica.com, Tatum Sports YouTube channel, and the country leader, Kicks 103.
You're clear.
Thank you. We're sounding okay?
Yes, sir.
Good. I'm glad we just decided to stick with the phone. That's the best we can do. At least we have it. Did that make any difference? Did this make any difference? Huh? Where did that come from?
30.
Took me off. Okay. And for you folks who are still on HobbsAmerica.com and Tatum Sports YouTube channel during commercial breaks, you will hear Ron and I chattering a little bit. And so we just
10 seconds.
Want to tell you, while commercials are playing on the radio, you may hear us talking.
5, 3, 2, 1, go.
And we are back on Kicks 103. Tatum Lady Coyote playoff basketball stolen by Coombs. And Cayenne Coombs will have to pick up the dribble at the free throw line. Left wing to Kylie West. Back into Coombs. Down low, Villasenor off the glass. Good. Give the assist to Cayenne Coombs. And the bucket to Villasenor, 16-7. Tatum trying to cut into the lead. They were down 12-0 in this game, folks. And now starting to find themselves a little bit. Just underway in the second quarter. Perimeter passing now from the Panthers. And it'll go into Alex Gonzalez. She forces the issue up against Coombs. Tatum fans are saying she was still, had her arms straight up. We'll see who they give it to. And it's going to go on Sanchez, Veronica Sanchez, her first. But that is the 7th foul on Tatum. So now you've got the Panthers shooting bonus free throws for the entire second quarter on any foul. That's not going to help you much. And the free throw is good from Alex Gonzalez. She's got 4 in the game. 2 free throws and a 2-point bucket. 17-7. The lead goes back to 10. Next one on the way, and it's good. Alex Gonzalez, 5 in the game. Full court pressure now from the Panthers. Into Coombs, in trouble in the corner. Back to West, now to Slover, coming across the timeline. You should have numbers. Villaseñor under the basket. Hammered. And I guess the body missed her, didn't get any contact. Shot was blocked out of bounds. It'll go to Tatum. They do play a hard, aggressive defense, these girls from Pecos. I can see why they are 12-0. Inbound player into the basket. Open is Sanchez and left it short. A good look, and Combs trying to get down and tie up the loose ball. Instead, it rolls to Slover. Shot in the paint. Will drop. Ashlyn Slover gets the shooter's roll. 18-9 Pecos. 6:48 to play, second period. Alan Scott with my cameraman and assistant extraordinaire, Ron Gunter. Tiff and Evie backing us up at One Radio Square. Herrera with a look at 3. Won't go. Rebound to Ashlyn Slover. Over to Kylie West. West across the timeline on the dribble. Bounce pass down low to Villaseñor. And 3 Panthers are there to rattle her and take it away. And Herrera goes coast to coast. Nobody gets in front of her. Make that Gonzalez. Alex Gonzalez, number 5. She gets her 7th point, and the lead is 11, 20-9 Pecos. Kylie West on the dribble, cross court to Combs, across the timeline. Almost walked. She did walk, and they call that one. I've seen a couple travels on Pecos I thought they should have called, but they catch that one against Combs, who took the extra step. Coyotes down 11, 6:05 to play here in the first half. And an inbound play in the backcourt will be coming for the Pecos Panthers. Inbounding will be Misty Roybal into Alex Gonzalez. Gonzalez, the feisty point guard, runs things for them. On the wing to Roybal. Shot in the paint, hard off the front of the iron. Gets her own rebound. It's tied up and ripped out of there by Jimenez. And they say she stepped on the end line. Back over to Pecos. Under the basket. Inbound, shot no good. Rebound Slover, and we're going to get a reaching foul on Pecos. As they've been reaching the whole game. At least now they're starting to see it. Non-shooting foul, and 5 team fouls on the Panthers. They are wearing their home whites trimmed in green and yellow. Tatum in their road red, white numbers, black letters across the front. Tatum, Coyotes. And more pressure in the backcourt from Pecos. It's been their midcourt trap that has disrupted Tatum the most. And now they switch to a full court press here in the second quarter. Across the timeline, Kylie West on the dribble. And a pass into Izzy Hart underneath. Gives it off to Jimenez, who finally gets a 2-pointer to go. Jimenez has 5. 20-11. Shot in the paint is not going to go for Alex Gonzalez. And the Coyotes are able to slap that loose ball out of bounds. It'll go over to the Panthers here on their end of the floor. 5:24 left in the first half. 20-11 Pecos. Turnaround shot, good. It goes, and they're going to get West for the foul. And I didn't see her do all that much. Trinity Herrera got the turnaround. She just knew there was contact, wanted to get a shot up so she could go to the free throw line, and it went. That's 3 fouls on Kylie West. She's going to have to go out. 20-11, and a chance for the old-fashioned 3-point play for Trinity Herrera, who has 4 in the game. And they've got them doubled up right now. Free throw on the way is good. 5 for Trinity Herrera. 23-11, the lead back to 12. Number 12, Jimenez for Tatum. Across the timeline, double teamed and taken away. That midcourt trap works again. And all the way to the basket, laying it up and in, is Savannah Ortiz. She's got 6, and the lead is 14, 25-11. Into the front court, Mariscal. Cross court, Jimenez fakes the 3, now moves over and shoots it hard off the glass, or the back of the iron, no good. Rebound, though, to Mariscal. Now Slover tries the 3, and that is well short. It's going to sail out of bounds, and it will go back over to Pecos. They jumped out 12-0 and are backing that up. They've actually increased it now 14 points, 25-11. Almost midway through the second quarter here. You're tuned into Tatum Coyote Playoff Basketball. Country Leader, Kicks 103, HobbsAmerica.com, Tatum Sports YouTube channel. Good hands from Slover getting the passing lane there. They wanted Herrera left side of the paint, and disrupting that's Ashlyn Slover out of bounds off the Coyotes. Inbound play on the sideline for Pecos. They get it into Herrera. Trinity Herrera driving. She gets knocked to the floor. Gets it over on the left wing. Now back up top. Now Herrera again. Free throw line. Shot hard off the glass and a foul called. We'll see who they're going to get for this one. Well into the bonus, though. 9 fouls now on Tatum. They're going to call it on Kyan Coombs. So back to the free throw line for Pecos. Up by 14 if you're just tuning in. At the end of one, 16-5 was the score. And that free throw is good. Trinity Herrera has made 4 free throws and a 2-point field goal. She's got 6 of their 26. But the lead now goes to 15. And she gets them both. 27-11. Jimenez running into, again, to that midcourt pressure. That midcourt trap has been deadly. Villasenor penetrates, left wing, nothing there. Bounce pass inside, Combs about the glass and good. Kyan Coombs gets her first bucket of the ball game, 27-13. Tatum trailing. There's a steal. They actually should have called a kick ball. That went off the foot of Jimenez. They'll just let the Panthers put it back in play. On the wing is Gonzalez, working against Jimenez to Trinity Herrera. Cross-court pass to Mariah Ruiz. Alexia Herrera with the ball. That shot's going to somehow go. Coombs had contact. They didn't call a foul, and Savannah Ortiz gets a nice baseline jumper. 29-13 Pecos. Across the timeline, Slover to Villasenor, and we're going to get a blocking foul on Pecos. And this is a strong Pecos girls team, particularly with their aggressive defense. I think that's taken a toll on Tatum. They just can't get a comfortable look most times when they do get a chance to score. And more reaching in. That one's stripped away from Slover. And then they're going to call her for the foul, trying to make it good and get the ball back, right? Who are they going to put that on? You know it's against Tatum. That's our 10th. And they call it on Ciara Jimenez, her second. And anytime you foul them, they're going to the free throw stripe now. 3:21 to play here in the first half. 29-13 in favor of the Pecos Panthers. But their defense, I mean, they can shoot and score, but their defense is good at disrupting the passing lanes and taking the rhythm away from that Tatum offense. Normally, Coyotes don't have trouble scoring points. But there is a reach in, there's a hand in the passing lane, there's a foot, there's a leg, there's a knee, everywhere they look. And 2 more free throws made by Alex Gonzalez. 31-13 is the score. More pressure in the backcourt. Slover has it taken away. And an easy layup for Alexia Herrera. And the pressure defense and the shooting and scoring ability of Pecos has been too much for Tatum in the first half. That pass sails out of bounds. They have to save it back in, only to give it to the other team. And open under the basket, Tatum is tired. They have had a long first half here, and they get an easy basket there, put in by number 12, Herrera. and a steal. And back the other way, 22 has it go out of bounds. It'll go back to Tatum, but Ortiz was out ahead of the pack. And that very nearly might have been another layup. 35-13. And still 2:42 left. And the Coyotes have just not had a moment's peace here in this half. They are winded, playing hard. And pressure in the backcourt again. And that's thrown away. Slover trying to hit Coombs in the front court, had it taken away. There's a shot for three on the way. It won't go, off the hands of Natalie Stout. Rebound, Veronica Sanchez, and she took an extra step. Turns the ball over. The story of this half is going to be that harassing defense and then the scoring punch from Pecos. Also team fouls on Tatum. They have 10, only 6 on Pecos. Shot from downtown is too long, off the heel of the basket from Trinity Herrera, but the long rebound goes to Ruiz. Over on the wing, they'll shoot that three, and that's short, off the hands of Ruiz. Slover gets the rebound, pushing it across into the front court all the way to the basket, driving the left side of the paint. A lot of contact. Lady Panther on the deck, and Slover is going to go to the free throw line. They call a blocking foul on Pecos. Their 7th. Finally, the Tatum will be in the bonus, at least for the last 2 minutes of the half. And that foul was on Natalie Stout, her first. At the free throw line, Ashlyn Slover, 4 in the ballgame, and now 5. She's an excellent free throw shooter. 35-14. Tatum finding themselves down 21. And that one is no good, off the right side of the rim. And off and running, Pecos. 4-on-2 break, missed the shot, got the offensive rebound. Looked like a travel under there. Dish it out for a baseline jumper. That is missed by Herrera. And another offensive rebound. Out to a teammate. Shot won't go. Missing that one was Ruiz. And we get a whistle. And this one will go against Pecos. So that'll be the 8th foul. They give it to number 5, Alex Gonzalez. And that is her first. 8th foul on Pecos, 10 on Tatum. At the free throw line, Ashlyn Slover, too long, hard off the rim, no good. 35-14, still the score. Minute 36 left. And we're going to get a reaching foul on Tatum, I believe. Yep, we'll go shoot some free throws. That's Slover with her 2nd foul. That's the 11th foul of the half, if not more, on Tatum. And the free throw is good. 36-14, a 22-point advantage. And another one coming for the Panthers. That is on the way, and also good. And Trinity Herrera has made 7 from the charity stripe and 2 from the field. She's got 9 points. Veronica Sanchez into the front court, looking to get it down low to Mariscal, and threw it right to the Panthers. Numbers for them, and it will be Herrera on the jumper. And that won't go for Trinity Herrera, but another offensive rebound goes to the Pecos Panthers. Shot from 3 won't go, off the hands of Alexia Herrera. Into the front court, Valeria Mariscal stops, pops, no good, off the glass. And the rebound will go back to Pecos. Alex Gonzalez, wearing number 5, will bring it across the timeline with 53 seconds to play in the half. Alexia Herrera, number 12, with it now. Over on the right wing to Natalie Stout. Now back to Trinity Herrera. Good ball movement here, just perimeter passing from Pecos. They're kind of working for that last shot, but they'll take an open look. And down low, a beautiful assist. And Alexia Gonzalez gets the 2. Off the glass, give the assist to Trinity Herrera. That was a beautiful pass, 39-14. And that lob is taken away, and Mariscal knew it. And the other way, you get a jumper, a little mid-range jumper in the paint from Alexia Gonzalez, and I'm telling you, they're pouring it on, 41-14. Coyotes get it across the timeline to Coombs. Cayenne Coombs from 3 off the heel of the basket, and she had to take it. The quarter was expiring, and the Tatum Coyotes have run into a really tough opponent here on the neutral court in Santa Rosa. And at the half, 41 for the Pecos Panthers and 14 for the Tatum Lady Coyotes. So you look at the end of 1, Tatum had 5. At the end of 2, they got 14. They put up 9. And then 16 for Pecos at the end of 1. And then you've got 41 at the half. That's a big second quarter scoring-wise for the Pecos Lady Panthers. Tatum has got to come out firing on all cylinders in that third quarter and make them run if they hope to work their way back into this one. We're at the half. We got a 10-minute intermission clock here, and you are listening to Tatum Coyote Girls Playoff Basketball on the Country Leader Kicks 103 and also on HobbsAmerica.com and the Tatum Sports YouTube channel. Our coverage is brought to you on the internet and on the radio by IPS Incorporated, Bob's Thriftway, Lee County Electric, Norley Hospital Tatum Clinic, the Now Pharmacy, NMJC, Lasco Construction, R360, EJ's Pumping LLC, big supporters of Tatum Athletics and the Tatum Schools in general. Tatum Schools bringing you the game and legendary services. We're going to take a little longer break here and catch up on some ads for our fine sponsors who make all of this possible. And we're hoping the Tatum Coyotes can circle the wagons and come out and have a big second half, because here at the intermission, they trail it 41-14. This is Tatum Coyote Girls Playoff Basketball. HobbsAmerica.com, Tatum Sports YouTube channel, and on the Country Leader, Kicks 103.
Very clear.
Thank you. Catch up, play as many as you want.
Okay, so about 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, I knew it was going to be competitive, but I didn't see them getting hammered like this in the first half. But then again, I haven't seen Pecos play. Did your picture get better?
Yeah, the picture is good now.
Ron plugged in an extra cable from their Wi-Fi in here, their internet, to the Boxcast, and that cleared it up. Good.
That's good. You got 2 minutes.
Okay.
But yeah, the picture is clear now, and it's not as delayed as it used to be.
Right. How's Jal doing?
I haven't gotten a score, but
haven't had a chance.
I'll let you know when I get one.
Well, it's no big thing. I was just curious. Man, I hate to see these girls in such a big hole here. I really wanted them to win this thing. Maybe they still can.
One minute.
1 minute. There's 6:42. I'll do a little scoring thing, and then I'll throw it back to you again before we hit the third quarter.
Okay. 30. $15.
15. Hey, Coach Brown. If she could hear me, I'd like to have him come up and talk to me.
5. 3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you very much, Tiffany. Tiffany Stuber backing us up on this one. Evie also back up there handling the Jal Panthers game, which is on KPZA tonight, our sister station, as they are in action as well. And they're also playing the Pecos Panthers. That game is in Portales. TJ Merkel, Don Morgan over doing that one. Alan Scott here doing this one, and really wishing we could do that first half over again. Man, the Pecos came out firing, got up 12-0. And And then Tatum made a little run, got 5 points, and at the end of one, it was 16-5. Then you get to the break here. Tatum put up 9 in the quarter, and, man, 16, you get up to 41 points. It was just a big second quarter scoring-wise for the Pecos Panthers. And they've got a balanced score sheet. 3 players, 4 of them stand out. Number 1, Trinity Herrera has made a bundle of free throws. She has made 7 from the stripe and a 2-point basket on my unofficial score sheet. So she's got 9 in the ball game. Alex Gonzalez, number 5, has 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 13 for the Panthers. Alexia Herrera, 3 2-point field goals and a free throw. She's got 7. Misty Roybal has 4. Savannah Ortiz had a 3-pointer, a free throw, and a couple of 2-point baskets. So she's got 8 in the ball game. For the Tatum Coyotes, Luann Villasenor came off the bench to hit a 2-point bucket. Cayenne Coombs has had rough going down low, a lot of contact, and just blocking the passing lanes, making it difficult to get it inside down on the block because it's difficult to get it across the timeline for the Tatum Coyotes. They haven't had much chance to run a set offense. 2 for Coombs. Ashlyn Slover and Ciara Jimenez both have 5 points apiece for the Tatum Coyotes, and that's what I have on my score sheet for Tatum's Lady Coyotes. They have a low point total for them at the half, but that is due to the harassing defense of their opponent. And Pecos able to shoot from the floor and able to get out and run after they punish Tatum on the defensive side. They're able to get out and run the floor and get ahead of the pack, and they've gotten some easy buckets that way down low off the glass. So we're at the break. 41-14 is the score with 3:30 remaining on the halftime clock. I want to thank Ron Gunter for taking care of the camera for me tonight and various other things that really frees me up to keep up with the action going on the court. And with the way the Panthers cover both ends of the floor, and with Tatum looking to find a way to break through and maybe make a comeback, I am glad to be freed up a little bit to keep my eye on the game and not have to run the camera. But it has been great having the stream, the internet stream, and being on the radio here on the Country Leader, Kicks 103. And no matter how you are taking in the ball game tonight, thanks for doing so. We do appreciate that. And with under 3 to go on the halftime clock, I will remind you our presentation on the World Wide Web, HobbsAmerica.com, Tatum Sports YouTube channel, is brought to you by EJ's Pumping, LLC, the Tatum Schools, Legendary Services, R360, Lasco Construction, New Mexico Junior College, Now Pharmacy in Lovington, serving all of Lee County, Norley Hospital, the Tatum Clinic, Lee County Electric, Bob's Thriftway, and IPS. We'll throw it back to Tiff, take one more break, and then we'll get set for that third quarter. Keeping our fingers crossed that Tatum can make adjustments, circle the wagons, and come out of this halftime break and bring something to the table against a very tough Pecos Lady Panthers team. 41-14. We'll be right back after this break. You're listening to Tatum Coyote Playoff Basketball on the Country Leader, Kicks 103.
You're clear.
Thank you.
Go ahead and do a 2-minute, Alan.
Yeah. Good job. I cleared it up, she said. Yeah. I didn't think anything went in there because once we had the cloud, I take it out of there and put it in there. Well, and we had a splitter, but it didn't like it. Yeah.
One minute.
1 minute.
You realize every time you're on the mic, it goes through the air to the internet.
Yeah, but I didn't say anything. That's okay. As long as I don't say anything bad. And I'd like to. All right.
30.
10.
$15.
15.
5,
5.
3, 2, 1, go.
And we are back. Thanks to Tiffany Stuber. Excellent work backing us up, timing it just right, and we're set for the third quarter. It'll be an inbound play at midcourt for the Tatum Coyotes, down 41-14, and it comes into Coombs from Ciara Jimenez, or make that Kylie West. West, top of the key, left wing Jimenez into the paint, high post to Combs. Back out to West. Contact is going to leave that shot short. There was contact. No foul called. Looked like maybe undercut her just a little bit. Maybe some contact in midsection. They're going to let it go. But the ball will go to Tatum. They're going to say it was touched by Pecos. We need a bucket and we need some stops. That will go to Valeria Monoscal. Right wing beyond the arc. Jimenez guarded closely. Bounce pass in the paint to Kylie West. And we're going to get a blocking foul as Tatum is trying to take it to him now on the inside. And if they're going to clog up the passing lanes, maybe get down there and get some fouls called on them. And we do have a foul called on Savannah Ortiz. Inbound play to West. Shot off the glass, won't go. Gets her own rebound in the paint. Now finds Jimenez, who gets it into Coombs, and Coombs is fouled. And Tatum has to be more methodical on offense and make these gals play some defense other than transition defense. They're doing a good job of that here and get their second foul now on Pecos here in the quarter. And Kyan Coombs gets the free throw to go, give her 3, and it's now 41-15. That foul was called on Natalie Stout, number 21, second foul. And Kyan Coombs gets them both. She's got 4 in the ball game, and Tatum gets the first points of the second half. On the attack, Pecos. It'll go on the right wing to Trinity Herrera. Top of the key. And a bounce pass back into the paint, running into Coombs. No shot available there. That's a travel and a turnover. So a couple of fouls and a turnover, proving that the Panthers can be rattled. And so far, maybe the scales are starting to tip a little toward the Coyotes here, but they got a long way to go, down 41-16. Good look to Combs. Backdoor pass to Slover, and she lays it up and in. And so Coombs drops the dime on Ashlyn Slover, and Tatum looks much more in rhythm here to open the third. 41-18. High post, nearly traveled. Trinity Herrera. Bad pass taken away by Kyan Coombs. And that pass down court is taken away by Pecos. Hard to the basket. Going to draw a cheap foul on Jimenez. Pretty good move to go around her and get the scoop shot up. There wasn't a lot of contact, but enough for the foul to be called. So Jimenez will pick that up. That's her third. And going to the line will be Trinity Herrera. And she has made a living at the free throw line and hits that one. That's her 8th made free throw. 42-18. We got a score. Thank you, Ron Gunter. Jal 16, Pecos 9 at the end of the first quarter in Portales. Made one, missed one. Coyotes out on the break. That was a good pass, and unable to handle it was Motorskal. Ashlyn Slover knows that was 2 if she's able to catch that pass and put it up off the glass. So Jal leading in their game. Tatum trying to make a big comeback, and they get a near steal, but it stays with the Panthers, and taking it and driving hard to the basket and laying it in is the talented Trinity Herrera. Midcourt trap has been the demise of Tatum since the first quarter. They're able to break it this time. Coombs down low, can't hit the shot, fighting hard for the rebound. We have a tie possession. One of very few. We haven't had that many tie-ups in this game. The bad news is the arrow favors the Pecos Panthers. 44-18 the score. Tatum trying to make a run here in the third. Pushing it into the front court is Trinity Herrera on the right wing. Trying to drive against West. Gets it outside to Alex Herrera. Now into the hands of Gonzalez. High post, Herrera makes a pass to the right wing. Shot will not drop. And a tie up on the rebound. This time the arrow favors Tatum. And fighting hard down there was Alexia Herrera, number 12, on that tie possession. Inbound in the backcourt for the Coyotes. Jimenez across the timeline. Kylie West on the dribble and double team. Bounce pass to the middle to Jimenez. Finds Slover on the right wing. Ball fake, dribble, penetrates right down the middle of the lane. And contact, and it's going to sail out of bounds off of Pecos. But it seems like there are two defenders every time Tatum gets a look at a drive or a shot. They're good at dropping off and helping on the defense, Pecos is. Inbound play, Jimenez in the corner. Spin move, bounces it to West, and that's a loose ball, and the Panthers have it. And now a scrum, and that goes back to Tatum. Coombs was able to get it to come out of there somehow, and we're going to have a travel on Montescall. Craziness right there. Coombs somehow able to rip that thing out of there. It goes to Montescall, and then they call her for walking. 44-18 is the score. 5:23 left here, third quarter. On the dribble, all the way to the basket, going between defenders and finding a path and just laying it up and in is Alex Gonzalez. 46-18. Slover on the drive into Coombs in the paint, and there's a whistle and a foul. And it would have been nice to get the finish if that shot had dropped, but Cayenne Coombs will go to the line. Savannah Ortiz picks up the foul, her third for Pecos. And third team foul on the Panthers here in the second half. One team foul on Tatum. And as you know, if you listen to the first half, Panthers were in the bonus at the end of the first quarter, so at least they don't have to worry about that, Tatum, this time around. Made one and missed one, did Cayenne Coombs. 46-19. Tatum trying to D him up and falling to the floor and losing the handle with a little pressure from West. That was good defense, but the Coyotes can't get out and run on the break because there's always somebody there reaching in to knock it away. They will disrupt the passing lanes no matter where you are on the floor. That's off Pecos. It'll stay with the Coyotes. Inbound in the front court. Goes to West. She'll dribble to the top of the key. Right wing to Montescall. Back to West. Looking baseline. Slover, ball fake. Drive to the basket. Shot off the glass. Won't go. It was a great move. Couldn't get the finish. And unable to keep the ball was Gonzalez. It's taken away. They get it to Slover, and this time up and in. Ashlyn Slover with 9 for Tatum. 46-21. Tatum down 25. Penetrating hard and running into Coombs. No whistle. And the missed shot and a tie-up on the loose ball. Driving in there hard was Herrera. She missed the shot. Teammate got the rebound, couldn't score. Wound up with a tie possession. The arrow goes to Pecos. Inbound play under the basket for the Panthers. Triggering that one is number 12, Herrera. Ball knocked away by Tatum. It will stay in the hands of the Panthers just about halfway through the third quarter. Inbounds it comes, and that'll be Trinity Herrera. High post, trying to back it in on West. Gets it down low, turnaround shot. Foul on Slover down on the block. And going to the line will be Mariah Ruiz, number 3 for Pecos. That is the third foul on Ashlyn Slover. And the second team foul on Tatum. 3 have been whistled here in the third quarter on Pecos. And that free throw rattles around and won't go for Mariah Ruiz. She'll have another one coming. And that one is good. That's her first bucket on my unofficial score sheet. 47-21 Panthers. 4 minutes to go, third quarter, into the front court. West to Ciara Jimenez. Tries to go into Coombs. Pass knocked away and taken away. Off and running, Trinity Herrera. Hard to the basket. West is the defender. The shot is missed. Loose ball. Tatum will have it. Out ahead of the pack. It will go to Jimenez from downtown. Left side, good. The big 3. Ciara Jimenez. She's got 8. Maybe that's the spark Tatum needs. 47-24. 3:33 to go in the third. They got to get stops and they got to make shots. And that was going to be a clear path to a Tatum possession, but they're going to whistle Cayenne Coombs for contact in the paint. 4 fouls on Coombs. And we have a other side of the bracket final. Whoever wins this game will take on Lordsburg, who defeats Clayton 60-43. That shot from three won't go for Pecos. Rebound comes off to Villasenor, who just came into the game for Tatum during that break. Kylie West driving free throw line back to Villasenor down low. And that shot is stripped away and it sails over the backboard out of bounds. And they're going to say that it was last touched by Tatum. I'm going to think that Pecos had a hand in that thing getting over the top of the backboard. But the officials have the view. And there's a pass down low and an easy bucket up off the glass. A good look, and they find Mariah Ruiz for the easy bank shot down on the block. 49-24. Slover on the attack for Tatum. Finds Mariscal. Back to Slover. Driving left side of the lane. Lefty layup is good. Ashlyn Slover doing the best she can do to bring Tatum back. She's got 11. And the Panthers are into the front court with a 49-26 advantage. 2:31 to go in the third. And forcing that shot up and in. That was a strong move from Alex Gonzalez. Her numbers are really adding up. It looks to be the leading scorer at the moment for Pecos. Pass to Slover on the wing, goes through her hands from Villasenor and goes out of bounds. I have Alex Gonzalez, number 5, unofficially with 17 in the ballgame. 51-26 with 2:16 left in the third. And across the timeline come the white-clad Panthers. And that is Gonzalez. Now to number 12, Herrera. Good ball movement. Nothing available on the baseline. They'll bring it all the way back to the top of the key. Right wing to Ruiz. Trying to get it into the paint, find Herrera, and the Coyotes are able to break up that play. Izzy Hart very nearly traveled at midcourt and makes a bad pass to West. It's taken away. West commits the foul, but she did stop the fast break. The layup would not go in, but West has to foul in order to get that done, and that's going to put, again, Trinity Herrera at the line. And 4 fouls on Kylie West. 4 team fouls on Tatum here in the second half. And Herrera gets the free throw. (13) unofficially for Trinity Herrera. 9 of those points have come from the free throw line. This one's on the way and good. 53-26 Panthers. You are listening to and watching Tatum Coyote Playoff Basketball, HobbsAmerica.com, Tatum Sports YouTube channel, and Kicks 103. Izzy Hart down low, can't get that one to go. Gets her own rebound. And she's a tough one to stop down on the block. They knock her to the floor, and it's a tie ball. Come on, how does she get knocked to the floor and you're not going to call a foul? Coyotes do have the possession arrow. Hart will shake it off, and it looks like she may have turned an ankle or tweaked a knee, and they're going to take her out. But she's a big body down there, and once she sets up on the block, she's tough to deal with. And going to the line is going to be Ciara Jimenez. I swear she didn't inbound the ball. She just dribbled it in. It looked like she just dribbled it in from the out of bounds and took a shot. She got it, get it in and got a return pass, but she drew the foul and now will hit the free throw. So Ciara Jimenez gets her 9th point. And she got them both, so give her 10, and it's 53-28. 1:21 to go in the third. Pecos Panthers with the big lead as we head into the fourth quarter. Good pass to the inside. That'll draw a foul on Jimenez, and that's the only thing you could do. That was a great look inside for the Panthers, and they found number 12, Alexia Herrera. Threaded the needle on that one, but got it through. And right in front of the basket, so they had to foul. in order to stop the shot, and the free throw now will go in for Alexia Herrera. She's got 8. And Jimenez now has 4 fouls. West with 4 and Coombs with 4 fouls for Tatum. Rebound off the missed free throw goes to the Coyotes. Pass into the middle of the court is taken away. Mariscal had that one come up short and intercepted. Shot good down low. Off and running was Mariah Ruiz. 5 for her. It's 56-28. Front court pass almost hit Mariscal in the face. Now there's contact. And Mariscal took her eye off that. That was Villasenor, 0-0. Had it slip through her hands and got her right in the face. She's okay. 45 seconds left. Tatum down 28. And perimeter passing coming from the Panthers. They have no need to be in a rush. 35 seconds to go here, third quarter, and they are up by almost 30. So they'll just run the offense, take time off. They'd be content to not even take a shot here if they can get time off the clock. If they get an open look, though, you can bet they're going to take it. And there is the shot. Ruiz has come on here in the quarter. Hits that one just inside the free throw line, and the lead is 30. 9 seconds to play in the third. That pass is intercepted. Goes off the knee of the Panthers, number 21, Natalie Stout, and out of bounds. And you're starting to get some bench players getting some time in here now at the end of the third and give some of the starters some a blow for Pecos. Inbound play to Ashlyn Slover, and again, the defense is there. They almost tie it up. Tatum doesn't even get a shot off to end the third period, and they have run into a very tough team here in the Pecos Panthers. And at the end of 3, 58 for Pecos, 28 for the Tatum Coyotes. Take a break, let you hear from our fine sponsors. We'll be back in 1 minute with the fourth quarter on the Country Leader, Kicks 103.
You're clear.
Thank you.
Thirty.
30.
$15.
15.
Five, 3, 2, 1, go.
And back at Santa Rosa High School for the fourth quarter. Tatum down 30. And playing a team that has shown no signs of letting up here in this ballgame, the Pecos Panthers. Clad in white, Tatum in their road red, and we've got perimeter passing here now around the horn for the Lady Panthers. And they would be content to take time off the clock here. They don't need to score anymore, but they will if they can. That was a good look to the back door. Unable to hit that was number 22, and they call a travel on Slover. Unable to hit that shot was Savannah Ortiz. And in her haste to get something on the offensive end, Slover's called for steps. So you get an inbound play here for Pecos. Their end of the court. There's a 3 on the way, and it goes. Dropping that one in. That is number 21, Natalie Stout, with her first field goal, and it just happens to be a 3, 61-28. Mariscal, free throw line jumper for Tatum, is left short. And the Panthers have it taken away, at least temporarily, but it rolls into the hands of another Panther, and they get it ahead and get the layup. So you're going to get the bucket by number 2, Christy Ragland, after a nice assist to get it ahead to her. Coombs on the post for Tatum, finds Slover on the left wing, shot inside 3, won't go. West with the rebound, and West is fouled. And that foul goes against Mariah Ruiz of Pecos, her first, and the team fouls are even at 5 apiece. And West cannot get that one to fall. And a rough night shooting-wise for West. She is scoreless in the ballgame. And thank you, Ron. Halftime break. Jal Panthers 30. Pecos Panthers 23. So Jal, and they are a strong team, both offensively, defensively. They got a lead at the break. And Kylie West gets a free throw for her first point of the afternoon for Tatum. 63-29, 6:35 to go. Fourth quarter. A near steal by West. Panthers keep it until Slover knocks it away, but it stays with the Panthers, and they get a double dribble. So a turnover. Number 12, Alexia Herrera, responsible for that. Tatum gets a turnover, but, man, if they were to catch fire right now, would there be enough time to make the comeback they need? And with the defense that Pecos has played, it would be a tough road to hoe. Ball fake, penetration by Stout. Will drop it off to Roybal. Roybal back outside to Ruiz. Guarded by Ciara Jimenez. Give and go there. Traffic in the paint. Shot won't go, but a good job by Pecos to save it back in bounds. And another good look underneath. That's a bucket for the Panthers. Give the assist to Ruiz and give Savannah Ortiz the recipient a 2-point bucket. 65-29. Ava Slover into the game for Tatum. Goes to Ashlyn Slover. 1-on-2. Nothing on the baseline. Out to West. Free throw line jumper won't go. Ashlyn with the rebound. Missed the putback. They are playing hard, the Coyotes. They've given it everything. But they have run into a proverbial buzzsaw here this afternoon. Near travel. Shot up off the glass. Won't drop for Pecos. Rebound, Ciara Jimenez after the miss by Ortiz. Ahead to Kylie West. And see two players on. Nothing available to Jimenez. 3 was no good. She got her own long rebound. Coombs finds Slover. Baseline to West. And West gets that one to drop. That is her first field goal of the afternoon, and it comes with 4:50 left in the fourth quarter. 65-31. Pecos as we narrow the midway point of the fourth. That's Roybal trying to work on Slover. Spin move. Roybal. Ball fake. No good. That shot's an air ball taken down by Coombs. Coombs to Jimenez. And Tatum trying to get an offensive spark. Maybe West will hit again. She does. Kylie West now has 5. And they have come in the last minute or so for Kylie West. Across the timeline is Ragland. Steal by West, and often running the other way is West, and has her pocket picked from behind. That's good hustle by Natalie Stout to get in there and knock that one away. And see, they are up big, but still follow you down court and knock the ball away to keep you from scoring. That tells you a little bit about the work ethic of Pecos. And Tatum has worked hard in this game, but they have run into an opponent that is both defensively and offensively charged. And the score is 65-33. We've got a 30-second timeout. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Tatum Lady Coyote playing basketball on the country leader. Kicks 103.
You're clear.
Thank you.
Ten. 5, 3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you, Tiffany, for the great backup work, and we are back on Kicks 103, HopsAmerica.com, Tatum Sports YouTube channel. Slover driving, fine. Coombs in the middle of the lane. Shot is short. Still fighting for it, and we're going to have another scrum. And then reaching in from behind to try and knock it away is the hustling Slover, and they're going to get her finally with a foul call. But Tatum showing no signs of quit in this game, even though we have less than half of the fourth quarter to play now, down to 3:49. And the lead is 32. But you play till the end, and the Coyotes are going to fight until the final buzzer. But the Panthers have been too much for Greg Slover and his team this afternoon. They have had a great season, but that won't be much consolation here after they run into the Pecos Panthers. And again, very aggressive on the offense. And they're going to get a foul on the Coyotes, and that is the 7th foul. That's 3 on Ashlyn Slover. No, they call it on 12. Now I see it posted. And that's Jimenez, and she's fouled out. So Jimenez sits. Coming in, Luan Villasenor. Brian Gonzalez and the Pecos Panthers backing up their 12-0 record coming in this game. And at the free throw line is Misty Roybal, and the shot's good. Got her for 5 in the game. 66-33, Panthers. That one is a high arc. She's got a nice high arc. Missed that one. Rebound to Coombs. Over to West. Into the front court. Back to Cayenne. Ava Slover. Now Ashlyn, top of the key. Steps inside the arc. Takes the shot. No good. And a travel called on Pecos. That stops the clock with 3:11 to go. 4th quarter. Inbound play. Ashlyn Slover will trigger it for the Coyotes under the basket. To Villasenor. On the right wing, Villasenor. To Slover. To Coombs, way outside. Now West. 3 minutes to play. Right wing to Ashlyn Slover. Tries to get it to Ava and sails it over her head and out of bounds. Villasenor trying to save it, but to no avail. And it will go over to the Panthers. So, Pecos will bring it across the midcourt stripe with 2:50 to go. That's Ragland on the dribble, working against Villasenor. Ball taken away by Coombs. Ahead to Kylie West, and the layup is good. Kylie West has 7, and she scored them all here in the 4th quarter. 66-35. 2.5 to play, and you have to tip your cap to the Pecos Lady Panthers. They came in here and had a hand in the passing lane, were reaching and scrumming and scrapping with Tatum from the get-go, and they built a 12-0 lead and never looked back. And when Tatum finally got on track and found some offense, 14 is what they had at the half, 41 for their opponents. At the end of 3, 58-28, and now here toward the end of the game, 66-35. Shot from 3, no good for West. Coyotes will put the double team on, and they're going to get a foul call. And the Panthers will benefit from that foul. That's the 8th foul on Tatum, so we're going to go shoot free throws. And that'll be number 10, Linda Sanchez, going to the line for Pecos. Or Pecos, as they say up here. If it's Pecos in West Texas, it's Pecos. If it's Pecos, New Mexico, it's Pecos. At the stripe, Linda Sanchez looking for her first bucket, leaves it short. And the rebound is Slover. 2:11 left in the season for the Coyotes. Slover finding Villasenor for 2. 4 in the game for Luann Villasenor. Give the assist to Ashlyn Slover. But the lead too big for Tatum to overcome here in the second half. 66-37. They down by 29. And it comes through Ragland. She walks with it. Turnover. Minute 44 left. Inbounds to Slover. Reality, I'm sure, now starting to sink in for the Tatum Lady Coyotes. Of course, we were all pulling for them big time. West from 3 won't go. Rebound went to Villasenor, now to Slover, driving hard through the paint, fouled. Ashlyn Slover will go to the line. That's 4 fouls on Alex Gonzalez, number 5 for Pecos. At the stripe, Ashlyn Slover leading the way scoring-wise for Tatum. That is good. I've got her with 12. 66-38 after the made free throw. And that one no good. Rebound, Cayenne Coombs. Her shot no good. Gets another rebound. Coombs again fouled. Never say die for the Coyotes. They're still giving it all they got at the end of this thing with 1:22 left. Coombs fighting hard, gets a couple of offensive rebounds, and draws the foul on Christy Ragland. Free throw good for Cayenne Coombs. She's made 4 from the stripe and has a 2-point bucket. She's got 6 on my unofficial sheet here. And looking for 7, and she gets it. (66-39) with 1:17 left. And a steal. Nice job by Mariscal to Villasenor to Kylie West, and the layup is good. West has 9, and she got them all here late in the game in the fourth quarter. Under a minute now. Shot in the paint, no good for Trinity Herrera. And that is off the foot of one of the Panthers. It'll be an inbound play for Tatum. That may have been number 11, not number 1, Senna, Lauricia Senna. West on the wing to Mariscal, driving baseline, and Mariscal gets her first basket of the night, and it comes late in the game. She's got 2 with 38 seconds left. 66-44. Tatum has cut into the lead a little bit here after the subs came in for Pecos, but 66-44, the lead now 22. And it was 30 at the break. 25 seconds left. Kylie West, top of the key, over to Sanchez, looking for Hart down low, and that is knocked away by Pecos. Good hands from Mariah Ruiz, number 3. 19.7 left to go. Inbound play from Slover to Mariscal to West to Sanchez from downtown, and that won't go for Veronica. Rebound, put back good from Ashlyn Slover. So she will go out on a positive note, at least on the score tabs tonight, scoring sheet. West fighting hard, diving for that loose ball with 1 second left, and that's your ball game. And the final score, it is a 20-point margin, 66 for the Pecos Panthers, 46 for the hard-fighting Tatum Coyotes, but they do come up short in this thing. Never had a lead in the ball game. Tatum found themselves down 12-0 early, and at the end of one, trailed at 16-5. At the break, 41-14. At the end of 3, the lead was 30, 58-28. And the final is a 20-point victory. Tatum able to cut 10 off that lead at the end of 3 to make it 66-46. So they outscore them by 10 in the fourth quarter, but it is not enough. And Greg Slover and his troops will have to deal with ending their season. They played hard tonight, but they ran into a team that just was consistent and very aggressive, both defensively and offensively. And when they jumped out to that big lead, you get a double-figure lead against, you're down double figures against the top seed. You know it's going to be a long afternoon, and certainly it was. Tatum able to find their offense in the second half. Had some pretty good numbers, but down 16-5 at the end of 1. They were not going to see a lead in this ball game. They had a great year. They played hard. I really liked calling the girls and the boys for Tatum this year. I'm impressed with the character of all the student athletes. They've been very nice. Many have said thanks for doing all of our games, and we do appreciate that. And speaking of thanks, I want to thank all of the fine sponsors that make this possible, and that's a hard defeat for the Tatum Lady Coyotes and their fans who are passing by the press box here right now. And hey, I feel you. My heart's right there too. We're pulling for them up here, but they are going to come up short against the Pecos Lady Panthers. Reminder that we couldn't do this without all of our fine sponsors, and they are EJ's Pumping, LLC. Go see them for all your pumping needs. They're big supporters of the Tatum academics, and Tatum athletics, Tatum schools in general. Tatum Schools bringing you the game on Kicks 103 and also HobbsAmerica.com, Tatum Sports YouTube channel. Legendary Services, R360, Lasco Construction, New Mexico Junior College, Now Pharmacy in Lovington, Norley Hospital District and the Tatum Clinic, Lee County Electric, Bob's Thriftway, and IPS Incorporated. Great thanks to those folks for their generosity and backing us on this thing so we can put the games on the radio and on the internet for free without charging any subscription fees. Those are the fine folks that allow us to be able to do this. And I know we didn't get the win, but I hope you enjoyed our coverage of the Tatum boys and girls this year in all of their sports. And we continue to roll on and putting those games on the internet. We couldn't do it without all those fine sponsors. It was a pleasure to be on Kicks 103 with this one tonight as well, the country leader. And thanks to Evie and Tiff for all their great backup work during basketball season, taking care of things at the home base at OneRadiosquare.com. I'm going to look at the score sheet here. It's unofficial, but I'll tell you how I have it and who scored what, and then we'll let you hear from our fine sponsors as we wrap it up. Again, the final 66-46. Tatum comes up on the short end by 20 tonight. Luann Villasenor had 4 for the Coyotes coming in off the bench. Cayenne Combs, 2, 4, 6, 7. Ashlyn Slover led the Coyotes, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Valeria Monaskal got a 2-pointer in the fourth quarter. She had 2. Kylie West came on in the fourth to score 9 points. Ciara Jimenez hit a couple of threes, a 2-point basket, and a couple of free throws. So she finishes the game with 10 for Tatum. And Trinity Herrera made a lot of free throws for Pecos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She made 10 from the stripe and a couple of 2-point buckets. She finishes with 14. Christy Ragland off the bench late for 2. Mariah Ruiz contributes 7. Alex Gonzalez, number 5, had a big day offensively. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 17 unofficially for her to lead the Panthers. Alexia Herrera, number 12, puts in 8. Missy Roybal had 5. Natalie Stout hit a 3-pointer. Savannah Ortiz finished the night with 10 for the Panthers, who win it by a final of 66-46. We're going to put the wrap on it from here. I want to thank everybody backing us up, all of our fine sponsors, my cameraman and assistant extraordinaire, Ron Gunter. Thanks for the help, Ron, in running the camera for me tonight. And I hope you enjoyed it, whether you're on the internet or on the radio on Kicks 103. That'll put the wrap on it from here. We wish we were moving on, but the season comes to an end for Greg Slover and the Tatum Lady Coyotes as they lose it by 20. We'll let you hear from all the fine folks that made it possible. Ron and I will hit the road. It's another day tomorrow. We'll be back at it on the New Walmart family of stations, One Radio Square Sports and New Walmart Digital Solutions. We'll be back at work, and we're pulling for the Jow Panthers as we head home, see if they can get a win over the Pecos Panthers. For everybody I just mentioned, this is Alan Scott saying thanks so much for listening, and we will say so long from Santa Rosa High School. Tatum's girls basketball season comes to an end on HobbsAmerica.com, Tatum Sports YouTube channel, and the country leader, Kicks 103. Good night, everybody.
You're clear.
Thank you. Nice work back there.
Thank you.
We're going to pack up and hit the road.
All right. Drive safe, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.